blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot. And if you found this reading, it is meant for you. Now, I do have to say that these are general readings and may not apply with everyone. And if you find that they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube readers that you can check out here on YouTube. And if you'd like to get in contact with me, you can do so at the comments of this video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is in the description of this video. And if any of this resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It is really most appreciated. All right, without any further ado, get the dust off of here. All right. We're going to be using the Scrying Eye Oracle deck, which is in part a creation of mine. And we will split the deck and take 3 jumpers from the top split and a bottom card, and then we'll do the same with the bottom. And I do have to say that this is not your average Oracle deck, and it will really get in there, so do be forewarned. All right. Please give us a message. What would you like to tell those that have chosen to watch this video? What is a message you would like to convey to them? What would you like them to know? 3 cards, please. What would you like them to know? Oh, all right. All right. Summoning the Daemon. Two more cards, please. All right. Moonlit Escape. All right. And the Path to Heaven. Let's scooch this down. And at the bottom, we have Weathering the Storm. So, there's some debris on the table here. Summoning the Daemon. So, this does not mean demon per se. This is, and you can look that up, daemon, if you would like to know a little bit more about that. But this card is talking about accessing this genius within. From a dualistic perspective, it appears separate, and over time, you realize that this is not separate from you. This is different aspects and dimensions of yourself. And this works for you when you're on the right path, and it will definitely work against you if you're on the wrong path. So we start out with Summoning the Daemon. Then we have Moonlit Escape here. You can see this person is escaping under the moonlight here. And this is talking about being sneaky, trickery, seeking freedom. So you are summoning up your some would say the higher self, but you, in this sense, you are summoning up your aspects of your spiritual team, we'll say. And you are sneaking away from something. And we'll clarify a little bit on that. But you are kind of being strategic about this. This is kind of has this Seven of Swords vibe to it. And here we have the path to heaven. So if we look at the path to heaven, only light can ascend up here. This shadowy figure he can't go up. It has to stay at the bottom and what looks like serve concessions to those who are ascending here. And again, this path to heaven is where darkness cannot enter. But this is coming into this ease of passage. So you are using this trickery to come into this place, this ease of passage, this weightless, this softness. And you are ascending and embarking on this beautiful journey and essentially leaving darkness behind. And to do this, you have to open your heart and express gratitude here. And you are weathering the storm, and this is kind of what you're getting away from here, is this storm that you've had to weather. You have been facing adversity. You've been standing alone, but you're holding your own. You're standing your ground, and you have become immovable against the forces of this storm of life that you've experienced. Is saying tattered but not torn. So you have been through it, but you have not been destroyed by this. You've showed resilience and courage throughout this, and this has been a test of faith here. But you are pushing forward. You are pushing forward, and you're having to sneak away from this. And it's a very powerful ally is coming in your aid with wisdom on how to do this. So let's get some more about this. Because this is a great place to go. Tell us a little bit more about this this storm and this sneaking away. Tell us a little bit more about this. 3 cards, please. All right. So we have the world eclipse. So there has been some sort of catalyst that has caused you to want to escape here. Let's all right. Journey begins. All right. And inner light power. And at the bottom, this type of energy that you're sneaking away from is the hellhound. So that's a good reason to sneak. But let's begin here. So this world eclipse card, this signifies change. You're stepping into infinite possibilities, and like I said, this is like the catalyst. So this is telling why. This is the why. But there's been a twist of fate here. And this is all divine timing. You have gotten, from your daemon here, you have gotten an auspicious sign. You have gotten a signal that now is the time to begin this new era, this new energy. And so you are heeding the call. You're doing what it says, because if you don't, you'll be in trouble. And we have the journey begins. So as we see, you are embarking on this journey, but This also speaks of foresight, as you see this almost looks like the hand of the divine showing you this sphere, and within the sphere is the future here. So you've been given some insight into what's taking place, and this is part of your destiny. And so we have the World Eclipse card right next to the Journey Begins, and numerically they're one right after the other, and they have fallen in order here. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You're moving, 1, 2, 3, go. And so you are setting out on this quest here. And then we have the inner light power card. So you are harnessing this inner force and this willpower. This could also be seen as the true will in some traditions. This is Kundalini, Shakti. But this is a spiritual force that you're embarking on this journey with. And this is actually what's allowed you to weather this storm. But you're seeing that you can do a lot more with it than just weather the storm. You can overcome the storm and move away from the storm here. So you're beginning to see with the light of truth. And you are actually becoming anew. You're raising your vibration. This is what's going to allow you to ascend. You're moving out of the lower realms, the lower chakras, and into this higher vibrational space. And this power that you have is also and I feel like at once you were sneaking away from this hellhound here, and that's exactly what it sounds like. And now you're meeting this with force. And so let's, all right. So we have the hellhound. So this is a very sinister energy. This is a guardian of darkness. And so this is definitely, when it's pursuing you, it's your enemy for sure. But when you meet it with this power, you subdue it and you tame it. And now it works for you. And so you are raising your vibration. And by taming this energy, you're almost forcing it to raise its vibration. You're changing it, you're taming it. It's like when you take a wild animal and you befriend it, initially it is very ferocious. But as it learns you and gets to know you, it starts to like you and identify with you. Its demeanor changes. And so this is what's taking place here. So let's see what's underneath this. So yes, so we have the descends into darkness. So you are effectively shining your light into the darkness. And this card usually has an ominous kind of thing, but I feel like you are shining your light. Your light is descending into the darkness and illuminating some of these shadows that were once trailing you, these things that you had to weather. And now you raising your vibration, everything that was connected with you is is having to also raise. Some will be shed, and some will have to raise, and then their whole demeanor and their whole the way they interact with you, and instead of doing things to you, now they will do things for you because you are becoming the master here. That might sound silly, but that is really what's happening here. So let's get one more. Well, let's get a couple more because I like to go 5. I like to go 5. All right, we got the Ancient One. So this is speaking of this ageless wisdom, and this is what you're coming into. You're harnessing the wisdom of the mundane sphere and the spiritual sphere here. You are, in a sense, being befriended by the guardian of treasures and hidden mysteries here. The wisdom of the unknowable. The mind can't know these things. Only the soul can know these things. And you are coming into that. And this also speaks of a balancing of light and dark here. And becoming free in thought and action. So let's get 2 more here. All right. All right. We have conspiring. As you see, they're plotting. Darkness is plotting. And because they're pursuing. But again, you're going where they can't go into the light. Those who are conspiring against you, these forces, this storm, cannot ascend with you. And this is part of what's being shed, is this conspiring energy here. But as you extricate yourself out of this, do be aware of this kind of energy around you. You're not out of the storm yet. You are embarking on this journey out of the storm. And raising your vibration at this time is the key to this working in your favor. And underneath that, and this is 5th down, we have the Angel of Water here. So you are coming into this understanding. You have definitely learned these spiritual lessons. Your daemon has given you this revelation and is helping you solve your problem here. And this card is also speaking of look for messages also in your dreams, because this is not just going to talk to you when you summon it or when you call these up. As soon as you make contact with something like this, it has access to you. So it will give you messages in your dreams, in your meditations, in your astral experiments and things like that. So do watch out for those. And this card also resonates with Archangel Gabriel. So if you're familiar with that, then you will kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit deeper on that. But it seems like the key to all of this working in your favor is that you raise your vibration, and do know that you have aid coming from the other side with this daemon energy and with this angel of water energy. You have aid on the other side, and you have your own inner light power. So raising that energy is going to continue to make you more powerful, refining this energy and taking you into a vibration where darkness cannot reach. So we're going to go ahead and leave the reading here. If any of this resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It is really most appreciated. And everyone, I'll catch you on the next go round. Peace.